beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and I'm so happy you have joined me here today. In this reading, we will dive into the energies of your next 4 weeks with a general overview. We're going to start out with your coffee cup, then we're going to do a detailed tarot week by week. We're going to look into a situation and action that you should be taking in that situation, the outcome of that. Also, we're going to pull 3 important things you need to know and a god or goddess of assistance for the following next 4 weeks. I'm going to start out with your coffee cup. But before I start, I would like to remind you that if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give some love. And the best way to give love is a free way, is a subscription to the channel. And also you can hit the like button. You can share this video with someone who you think that needs to hear it as well. And if you're interested with a private reading, you can go ahead in the description box, see my email address and send me an email. I'll respond to it right away. Okay, I'm opening up the cup and see. You have tears of joy, guys, and the 3rd week is falling inside. First one is falling inside to your heart space, your home space. The second one is right on the border of it. So this can be one person actually. The first news is going to fall into the home. Maybe some good things are going to come. Good news are going to really brighten up the house. This can be even the simplest thing. Maybe there's a certain type of furniture you have been looking for a while and you couldn't come by because it was vintage. You might be finding that on like a marketplace. It can be something like that. However, the energy that brings into your life is going to bring another thing to the border of it. This can be outside of your comfort zone, outside of your home. Maybe something good is happening. Somebody's coming forward as a guest or bringing a gift to you. It is going to really start move the energies of like that synchronicity. Okay, it's going to start creating some synchronicity. What I see another thing here. There's a cup, but the cup is on fire. Cup usually indicates emotionally fulfilling offer. Fire is passion. So this can be about, for some of you, outside of your comfort zone, again, about a job. But for some of you, this can be love. And the love is, this can be if you have a partner at this moment. I have said so many times, they'll repeat the things. Let's see. Someone you have in your life can be actually like refiring this passion, this relationship. Also, another thing is here, another pathway out opening right there. You're standing right there. Maybe you are actually exploring something new when it comes to relationships, okay? And the thing about it is going to have emotional satisfaction, yes, but it has some tension. I feel like maybe physical tension, passion, inside of it as well. I don't think this feeling like the butterflies in your stomach, which is not the positive sign, which is actually a subconscious reaction to the danger that we don't really recognize at that moment. We think it's excitement. This is going to be other way around. This is going to be like true passion, feeling seen, heard, appreciated. Those are like the feeling of love. Love is a verb. It's not a noun. It's not a fancy word. It's just a verb. It's an action. It includes action. So that's why it has fire in it. So it's about receiving something from the other side, like clear signs, not breadcrumbs. Okay, because that's why it's like there's fire here. There's a massive cup right there. For some of you, this cup can indicate something that you're passionate about. Is at the same time you attach emotion to it also appearing, but you need to do things differently in order to get that. You cannot keep doing the same things and get it right away, because this is outside of your comfort zone. You need to do something maybe you feel afraid to do, but either way it is going to get you to the tears of joy. Okay. And another thing I see here, there are phone lines forming. So this is not some guess work that you're going to need to do in order to get to that moment. It is something educated, okay? So you are first connecting with people who are knowledgeable. Another thing here is I can see there's a woman, like a silhouette of a woman. She's wearing a crown with 3 jewels. This reminds me of 3 of Pentacles energy. 3 of Pentacles, teamwork makes the dream work. You might be surrounded, or maybe you are surrounding purposefully, intentionally yourself with people who are going to form a partnership with you. You're not jumping into this new thing just randomly, or there's no guesswork. You're really going to get some advice from some people and also help from them. You might be building something, or this can be about like a relationship that you want to experience, a new relationship. However, before meeting someone, or maybe you have met this person already, you're going to get some objective views of the people surrounding you, the good friends, teamwork, the family. They really be honest with you in this situation, because sometimes love blinds us and we cannot see the truth of the matter. It seems like here you have a very strong mechanism. Even if you don't have, they're going to start forming like around your head. The jeweled tiara here is like your actually logic and experience. The people who has logical and experienced inputs, they're gonna put it in there, okay? And the thing is, this can be, we have the Pentacles energies, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the logic can be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You might be bringing these people together to form a mentorship, group. Okay, I see that there's someone smiling here. You can only see barely. The eyes are smiling, the mouth is smiling. This person, this can be your like feminine side. You're really deep down in their feeling. You're not seeing the results. That's why that you're not really advertising your position. However, you're feeling deep down that surety that this is going to work out. You know it. That's why there's like a sunshine here. This can be a legal contract. This can be a new seed that you're planting, a new story that you're writing, something's new that you're participating in. And the thing is, though, you're not really like showing your hand. You're not really advertising to everyone. The people that are necessary who need to know, they already know it. But then when you get into that place, that when the thing starts to happening, you don't need to show it to anyone. It's going to be like out in the open. For some of you, this can be really, passion can differ from person to person. This can be something that you really wanted to make it happen for years. This can be your business, your job, that you're passionate about it. This can also be, like I said, new love, as someone who's going to really change the way you see things as well. Maybe you had the belief of that love is an attachment that weighs people down, but this is going to turn it around completely. Okay, this is going to be a reflection, but also not in a way that like a twin flame that reflects each other, like the weaknesses. It's not going to be that way. It's going to be a very gentle and tactful way of reflection that will lift you up. Another thing I see here, this is the second week is calm, the first week is calm, the third week, the real action is happening here. I see there's a person right there. I think there was a movie called Lone Ranger, Johnny Depp movie, and he had a crown on top of his head, and he had kind of like a stick in his hand like that. This stick kind of looks like the stick of a magician, the magic wand, the staff of a magician who helps them channel their energy. And your stick, your magic wand can be your skill set, something that you're really doing well. And the crown on top of your head is your eyes in the darkness that helps you see, your intuition, your abilities that actually brings you that gut feeling, knowing that you're on the right pathway or you're dealing with the wrong situation. And you're wearing a cloak, meaning you're doing it in a hidden way. Another thing with a cloak, this can indicate an expertise you already have. You might be thinking, I don't know anything. Maybe you don't really see your abilities as expertise, but it seems like you have something very strong and powerful, and which is your highest passion that you do lovingly without even recognizing. Now I'm thinking for some of you, this can be cooking. For some people, this can be cleaning. Even though it seems like, oh, it's not a skill, it is a skill. Let me tell you that cooking and cleaning, these are amazing, extremely important organizing skills of life. Okay, so and can be something else as well. It doesn't have to be these specifically, but while you're using that, I see there are people following you, coming to maybe even demand that from you, or demand in the sense of like, okay, we're going to pay you for that. Or this can be people really want to learn from you. I see there are 3 people gathering, but these are not really your support group that you're advising. I feel like these are people who really want to connect and maybe use that ability of yours. What happens is there is a dog right here barking. You might have someone maybe within you that you don't want to start something that is unknown. That's why the dog inside of you might be trying to protect you from starting something new. So you might have a challenge within the end of the second week. Basically, you might have a challenge to accept this thing or follow the inspiration. Okay, you might be feeling tired. I don't see evil eye happening, but you're standing on a chunk of money. So if you pursue this thing, it will bring maybe even material satisfaction to you. But first, you need to tame that. Okay, tame that dog within you, which is loyal to you and swore for protection of your own territory at this time. I see there's a dollar sign. There's one S here. There's a dollar sign I saw right there. And there is like where the dog's mouth actually looks like a dollar sign. So the fear can be here, losing money. Okay, that's why maybe you don't want to work with these people. But I see here there's like these people have something that they're not happy about, and they're willing to maybe even exchange some money for that, for your skill. Another thing I see here is, I see there is a key right there. For some of you, this can be representative of a new door and moving. So maybe that's the thing that you have. You have a house that you really want to move out. However, you don't think there's a new, better options possible for you. That's why you're shooing people away. The thing is, though, there is a magician. You can see there's a woman right there. A witch or a wizard, a female energy. So this can be a real estate broker, someone powerful, someone who has great connections, and they know how to take care of you. And that's the best part. Someone who has positive intentions, because the service the purpose of service is actually making the other person feel satisfied at the end of the day. Because when you give excellent service, then you will receive the gifts of that. You will collect the fruits of that either way. But if you think about giving the service is benefiting yourself first, that can really go down the line in a very bad way. So it seems like here there's someone who's dedicated to service, but this person has someone who reminds me of Ursula from, I think, the Little Mermaid, someone who's serving themselves as well. So it's about your intuitive gut feeling, make you differentiate, because you see the owl right behind this person. Your owl feeling, your quiet feeling is going to tell you which one to choose here. Okay, in order to pick the right one, you need to listen. The third week, towards the third week, you're making the right decision. And then there's a panda right here. The panda's energy is very calm, very gentle, very laid back. However, the pandas do not really they do the bare minimum to survive, basically. That's why they needed protection. So this can be someone who has that kind of laid back attitude, Scorpio, which the Scorpios that I know, they are not really laid back. They like to get things done. They don't like to slow down. They don't like to just, they don't like to really, I'm not saying being laid back, but it is about taking things seriously. And this person doesn't have that kind of a bone in their body. And you have them in front of you. Maybe you need to deal with them along the way. And the more you're patient and dealing with them, the more compassion is going to come to you. And you're going to skip over them really fast. So you're not going to really pull down by their energy. But the more you're angry at this person and seeing that, oh, they cannot do anything right, this person is useless, that's going to drag you down here with themselves, because this person is dragging down, basically. Another thing is they can leave the scenery when you're being understanding of their lack of energy, and then you're going to take the full charge here, wearing a massive hat. Maybe you're going to get authority in the situation. Okay, I know this is a very specific message for someone, but there's number 2 I see here. Partnership is showing up. Number 2 is peace, partnership, getting the support that you need. And I see there's an eye, massive eye. So if you're thinking that, oh, nobody's seeing what I am doing here, all this work that I'm putting out there, there are some people that are seeing it. Okay, you don't need to worry about that. There are eyes on you. Somebody's watching what you're doing. This can even be like, I'm thinking maybe you are dealing with a home association, neighbor next door. They're not really building their fence correctly. If maybe in some of the areas of hurricane, you need to do certain things in order to prep your home. Maybe somebody's not doing that. Instead of maybe fighting them, it seems like you're going to find a better way to resolve the situation. Okay, and when you do, This is actually going to bring recognition and also new partners, new people who can show up and help you. I see someone's wearing a hat here outside your comfort zone. I told you this is like a burning fire in the cup. I feel like some of you might be manifesting an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, someone who has adventure spirit, as well as leadership spirit, who really gets things done, likes to really lead, not in the sense of, okay, follow my orders, but in the sense of, don't worry, I'll open up the pathway, I'll go forward first kind of energy is coming ahead, okay? Towards the end of the month, I see here, there is actually, kind of looks like a turtle, a frog coming ahead. The frog has a lot of maybe even tadpoles, creative ideas, and the darkness is clearing, so you're gonna have a breath of fresh air. And the frog personality can be someone who has a lot of abundance already, that they're waiting for a place to settle down and lay this, okay? This can be someone who's going to retire maybe and start up a new project afterwards, or this can be someone who wants to really lay the eggs, meaning that the things that they have produced over all the time, and they want them to enjoy them now, okay? And because this is someone who accumulated a lot of wealth maybe. But the thing is, just they're waiting for the things to calm down. And if you are in like a hectic situation, I feel like towards the end of the month, you might get into a calm mindset as well. And this can be someone new you're going to be meeting, or a friend that is coming to your life, or maybe there's a partner you have right now is going to retire. And that's why they're coming up with like new ideas, new passion, new love. Let's travel the world, do this and that. It seems like here, first you're going to take care of your own business, own stuff that needs to be taken care of, and then you're going to enjoy your time with this person, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. Some of you are manifesting a massive chunk of money here, and it's your desire coming in 2 stages. The first 2 stages coming really fast. I feel like there's a third stage to it too, but it just needs some time. Another thing I feel here is the chunk of money I told you that's coming, but it's not coming in a bunch. Like it's not coming in a bag filled up. It might take a little longer than that you're anticipating, in the sense of, or like in the smaller pieces, not in the longer, but it's smaller pieces. Okay, and I see there's another pathway opening here. The second desire coming from an unexpected source, and I see the 3 of Pentacles here again, like 3 Pentacles, 3 mindset coming together, and that's creating a tears of joy. It seems like here some of you may be even feeling alone at this time, that you have to take care of things. It seems like the things are going to take care of itself. I see a letter Z here. This can be in someone's name, or Z can be the last letter. Maybe you have been through the alphabet already. You have done everything that is necessary in a situation. Now it's the last letter within the 3rd week, maybe in the beginning of the 4th week. That's the last drop. That's the last thing is going to complete. And like you see, there's an expansion happening. I see there's someone riding maybe a dragon or a horse right there. The horse is galloping. You see the feet. So the feet of the horse, hooves of the horse is on the air. It's just galloping, which is, we have the Knight of Swords. This can be a new idea, a new offer, a fast news coming forward. But this is towards the end of the month. It seems like here, a fast idea, fast solution. Okay. We're going to dive into the tarot now. We're going to start off with week first, and we're going to look into a situation, what's happening, and then the action you can take and the outcome of that, okay? The Chariot, there you go. This is what I'm seeing right there, even though it's seeming like the 4th week here. This can be you really galloping towards your desire. This is actually your channeled power. Instead of channeling your power to the things that are not working, you're maybe even focusing on your energy, leaving the town behind that's not really working for you anymore, and running towards a new town, new idea, new place that will really appreciate you. This can be your situation now, that you are thinking, should I move on? Should I go to this next place, or should I start looking for a new job? And it seems like you're not going to really analyze that thought too much, because you're taking action. This kind of reminds me of the Tower of Babylon when it's crumbling down. Somebody is actually packing up their bags and leaving that space. It seems like even though maybe you have been in a place with a lot of pleasure, a lot of abundance, prosperity, love, appreciation, maybe that place is not really serving you anymore. It's not feeding your soul. The tower is crumbling. That's why you are actually deciding to move on to the next adventure. We have the tower here. The action is the tower, guys. The Tower of Babylon is crumbling down. Exactly. So this is Scorpio. This is your energy. This can be your decision to let this actually crumble. So this is a sudden destruction, sudden changes coming into your life. And you are, by taking in advance action and through discipline, through actually focusing on the outcome, you're going to let this crumble down, but this is not going to hurt you. Okay. So the sudden change is your action moment. So when you move on, you might cause a tower moment in some places or in some people's hearts. However, this is not really your tower breaking. This is like you participating in the tower crumbling down, okay, demolishing. And the outcome is a new passion, something that will be fulfilling you, your emotions and passions. This can be a new job opportunity, a new work, something that will be really exciting. I want to look into the guidebook here to get some inspiration. Passion, full of desire. Masculine energy can be indicative of, and you're gonna have this heightened passion and desire to get some things done. Not only that, you're gonna take initiative and start something beautiful. Okay, so this is your doing. The tower is not a negative thing. That's why the tower here is your doing. You are, maybe wherever you are, you're not appreciated. Now you're recognizing that, and you're finding somewhere that your existence is truly appreciated. And when you go away, then they understand how valuable you are. I see Two of Wands. Now you are in the situation that you're in the planning stage. You have the world in your hand, and you have accomplished certain things that you have set yourself, and you actually gain some things out of this. But now it's time to move on, let the tower crumble. When the tower is crumbling, that can create a lot of waves. The waves doesn't have to affect you. However, like there's going to be a butterfly effect. Either way, you're going to get some maybe backlash. However, we have two right there, two twos. Two is partnership. You can ask for help and the help will be given, and the help will balance things out. Okay. We have again Temperance of Sagittarius energy. Someone with passion, someone who is, who has also know the level of moderation, what to do in the situation, can come forward to help you. This can be also divine help. I feel like here you'll find a way to balance the situation out. It is going to have full effect on everybody's surrounding, but you're going to found a way to get the minimal effect of that. Okay. Knight of Cups is an emotionally fulfilling offer. You're starting something new that you're passionate about, taking initiative. This can be a new investment, a new job, a new love even, but it's not only like romantic love. We have the love here too. It is going to be something really hype you up. Maybe there's going to be a new person coming into your life. You're going to travel the world together. It's not going to be like, okay, we love each other, let's sit down at home and watch movies all day. It's not going to be that kind of love. It's going to be something really exciting, basically. And love, if you are in love with your work, it can be the thing right now. Maybe you're in love with like your family, and you're going to be able to really offer them something emotionally also satisfying too. Let's see what's coming in the week 2. What's the situation? Empress, you're giving birth to something new. You are contemplating, thinking about, you have a creative idea. And the thing is, the resources are going to show up when you focus your whole energy to this creative thing. Okay. We have here the Knight of Pentacles. The action is moving slowly and steadily towards your heart's desire. Whatever this creative idea comes to you, instead of rushing into, okay, I need to make this thing happen in 3 days or 3 months or 3 weeks or second week. Knight of Pentacles do not act that way. He's smart, he's educated, he knows what he's doing, he has plans, he has his seeds in his pocket ready and planting. He has a land. We don't see the land here, but in the original tarot we see that he has a land prepared. And so he's waiting for the crops to grow and he's going to reinvest in them. He's not going to just spend everything and blow them overnight. He's going to keep moving this thing further. So some of you might be getting a creative idea within the second week timeline that can become your financial support for a long term. Okay, we have Taurus energy again here. Exactly the outcome is King of Pentacles is someone who is structured, stable, who is wealthy, abundant, resourceful, also who has security, financial security, mental security. They know that they're in a good place and they even have the opportunity to invest in new things as well. Okay, he's not stagnant. Even though he's stable, he's not stagnant. He can invest in new things. He can go on an adventure if he wants to. He can go in his mansion and enjoy the fruits of life, the beauties of life if he wants to. So you're going to have a lot of options here, I feel. But this is the Taurus energy we have heavy here. This is going to take some time and patience because the Taurus actually is very patient when getting things done. Empress tells me that the creative idea actually going to close a cycle in your life and open up a new one. If you have been going through like a struggle with financials, we see the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom, which is the shadow side of it. It is going to open up new pathways here, okay? Knight of Swords is, I saw this came forward with Pisces too. A lot of them. This is fear. This is unfounded fear. This actually, like, you keep having nightmares about the things that could have been or would have been. And this probably stresses you out a lot. But the thing is, though, you can open your eyes, guys. Hands are yours. You're the one closing your eyes. Okay? The best way to do that advice come forward, I'm going to give this to you again. Whatever is you're afraid of to happen when it comes to financial situations, write them down. Write them down and say, this is the worst thing can happen. These are the worst things that can happen. And write a solution in front of them. If this happens, I'll do that. If this happens, I'll do that. If this happens, I'll do that. And then you come to realize that there are certain things that requires your attention at this moment. It's not because there's no solution to that. It's because maybe it just wants you to look at it in the eye and say, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. I can take care of myself. I am powerful. I'm strong. And I have amazing new ideas. I can make these things happen. When you actually follow the path, it seems like the solution will come forward as well. And Ace of Swords is a new idea, inspiration, also a fast movement. You see the clouds are coming fast. It's a fast, like peaceful, the olive leaves, fast gold leaves are coming to you. Gold leaves are your golden ideas. King of Pentacles comes with the Page of Wands, is exactly like I said. He's not stagnant, he's stable. So Page of Wands is new adventure ideas, the new things that you can invest into, the new things that you can do when you stabilize your financial situation. This will give you the freedom to do whatever you want to do, okay? Have more excitement in your life. Let's see the energies of the third week. Second week, again, number 2 is partnership. I don't see any partners showing up here, except that the Page of Wands energy right there. The Empress also has Libra. They might be, or the Taurus as well. These can be the people who are going to be by your side, okay? Or as a mentor, you're going to take them. The third week, we have the Lovers. Some of you might be manifesting love, or some of you might be manifesting self-love, okay? Just self-reflection. And this can come in the best possible way, but this can also come in a way that someone that you don't get along with come across, and then you come to realize, I love myself. I don't need to answer to them. I don't owe them anything. I am free to do whatever I want to do. It can be that way as well. For some of you, the Lovers, like I said, a soulmate connection. We have many, many soulmates. This can be a partner. This can be a good friend. This can also show up in the format of a pact, like whatever it is that you need within the third week as like a companionship. Seems like it's showing up. What can you do as an action here? Okay, so the thing is, 7 of Wands is self-protection, I feel like here, from the things that are happening below you. You're going to accomplish something here. Through this relationship forming, the angel of love is binding two of you. You might get some opposition. The people that in a lower vibration than you see the wands are under her, come up and say, oh, you're not a good match. Or they can say, oh, this person is not on your level, you're not on their level. Like those kind of things, the wording can come out. But this is not in your high vibration level, okay? So you need to have a strong boundary and protect what you have created. This can be even when you participate, when you actually practice self-love. Someone might come to you and say like, you're not that, you cannot do that, you don't deserve that. Those kind of like opposition are coming. They're not coming to bring you down, they're coming to remind you that you have the power to say no and not to accept those things. Okay, you're pushing them away with your wand and telling them, I deserve everything I want. Exactly. And the Eight of Cups is the outcome. This is actually emotionally walking away from, maybe even this is going to make it clear to you, there are certain people, there are certain things that doesn't really support your growth and you're trying to hold on to them. Okay, so this is going to give you the idea, you know what, let me walk away from this situation, this people, this environment, so I can actually go into a peaceful place and rebuild new relationships that really supports my new love, new self-love towards myself, or something, or new friendships that you're forming. For some of you, this can be a new friend coming into your life, and the old ones are not accepting that because it's such a higher dimension, such a like something that maybe even accepts you who you are, as you are, and that's why you're deciding to make the decision of emotionally walking away from the situation. Okay, you can revisit. This doesn't mean that you're gonna go away and never come back. You can revisit and see if they're on your level now, but if not, you're gonna keep going there. Death card is telling me there's some things are ending here with the situation. New love is coming in, but some things are gonna end as well. This can be if you have self-criticism. Let's go with that. If this is self-love, you need to end the self-criticism. If you have someone who brings you down in your life and someone who really supports you come forward, you need to end that relationship. Okay, this is really straightforward. You can defend, you can fight the action, or you can also sit comfortably on your throne and stay confident that you deserve everything you want, and your territory will be defended if you really cut this thing in the beginning, not really fight for it. Okay, you can choose. I feel like there's a free will choice here. You can initially say, no, I'm not accepting that. If you're in that mindset, you cannot cross my boundaries, you cannot be friends with me, and then it will give you, as an action point, it will give you the confidence to do things that you really want to put your attention to, not the fighting and defending yourself. Okay, Eight of Cups comes with the Two of Swords, so you're going to walk away. You're going to make a decision to walk away. It's not really, you have, this might even put you in a situation of confusion. Okay, if I choose this person and then I'm not going to get the benefit of that, but if I choose this, I'm not going to get the benefit of this. You might have like a confusion moment and not being able to choose right away. But the Lovers is proving that again, when you make the choice, you're going to end up in a good place. You're going to end up in a place that you're being appreciated, loved. You're feeling the self-love. You're feeling the love of the universe, that people come into our lives usually to reflect that how much we're loved. I think I mentioned this in another reading. One of my Sufi friends actually told me that we experience love in order to feel the divine love of the Creator. Okay, so it's like, if you haven't experienced something before, you wouldn't know how it feels like. So that's why we're experiencing love through humans, through material things, through the pets we have. So it seems like here, this love is going to help you feel the true love, the divine love that you are worthy of too. The fourth week we have, it's starting with a heartbreak. Some things might not be like this people. If this situation is continuing, someone might try to like really stab you in the heart and do something that is going to be hurtful. This is coming as, I feel like, a warning. Be aware, be careful, be mindful. And if you haven't given secrets to anyone, don't give it right away. Don't give it. The action that you need to do is, instead of going and fighting, King of Cups is the gentle approach, loving approach to the situation. Okay? And know that everybody's coming from a certain place. And some people don't know how to deal with losing you. And that's why they can't be really cruel. But the thing is, this doesn't mean that they're going to be able to affect you first of all, because you're showing up as king, strong, powerful. This will actually, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger situation. Five of Pentacles come out as an outcome. You might feel really left out in the cold, even though you're being wise and you're taking the right action, being gentle and compassionate. You might really feel like, oh, I spent all this energy on these people in this situation and now it's not really happening, or it's not really going the way I want it to be. But the thing is, Queen of Wands energy is telling me you're going to like pick up yourself right away. It's not going to take too long, because Queen of Wands is someone optimistic, someone powerful, someone who trusts her ability to make everything beautiful, and she does make everything beautiful, and she doesn't really care what other people think. So this will, from like to the bottom to the top, it's going to be like an immediate you actually seeing the bottom and then rising to the top moment. Okay, you're going to realize, I don't need them, I make everything happen by myself anyways, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to, you know, keep living, keep thriving, basically, because she's thriving. What we have here is Page of Swords. So the heartbreak is going to change your perspective, basically. You're going to have a different idea about how to handle certain things or how to deal with people. King of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, again, aligning with your action point. You're going to be gentle in the situation, but you see his land right here. He's also minding his business. He's not really giving too much of his attention to the things or the people or the situations are not really going to be in his future. Okay, understand with compassion, however, move on and mind your own business at the end of the day. That's the action. We have Five of Pentacles. This person, now I'm thinking maybe there's a partnership happening. Somebody wants to leave the partnership because they're not using you as much as they want them to be. That's why Five of Pentacles can be putting you in a situation of pause. Maybe this person is giving the financial support, but they're coming to realize they're not going to be able to use your for a long period of time. They might pull them a little bit back, okay? But that can cause a temporary pause. That will change your perspective, the way you see things. And you're going to come to realize there are other resources that you can use. You don't have to depend on something or someone that is not even trustworthy. Which we have here, Seven of Swords. With your confidence, you're going to change tactics here. This is a tactical card. You're going to change the way you do things and the way you approach things. If there's a contract, maybe you're going to put more details in there. Or if there's none, you're going to prepare one. Maybe you're going to go with the professionals, but you're changing the tactics, okay? You're not really showing your hand fully to the ones that don't need to see that. Six of Pentacles is receiving divine help and also giving that back into the world. It seems like in that situation, when you change your tactics, your desires, your material needs are going to be like divinely, miraculously fulfilled. And also you're going to be in a position to give that back in return to the others in need, okay? Let's see, what are we going to do here? The three important things that you need to know during this timeline. Let's pull those. The first thing you need to know, lilies. Passion, guys, passion in the physical sense as well. Some of you might be attracting someone really physically passionate, and also this is an inspirational, high inspiration. This is going to bring into your life. Lilies can be being loved, nurtured, and worshipped, basically. But also this will reignite some passionate ideas within you. Okay, then you can pursue them too. Second thing we have here, we have the moon. Moon is your intuitive guidance. Also, you're like moving in the dark without maybe seeing with your own eyes, but feeling through where you're going, okay? Which is also, I feel like, has a positive meaning. I would like to get some help from the guidebook. So let's see what the moon indicates for this deck, because they have different meanings. The things cannot be long hidden, the sun, moon, and the truth. This is about your dreams, making magic happen, following your intuition and inspirations coming to you. And there's a cycle of, moon also reminds us the cycle of life. So you're maybe even ending a cycle this month and you're going to start something brand new, okay? Another thing, we have a man here. Man can be symbolizing a masculine figure, someone who really is active, takes action, coming into your life and blesses you with their good long-term vision. Another thing here can be also representative of a husband, lover, partner, soulmate, or a masculine figure, like a mentor or father, brother coming in. Okay. And with that, we have the men may be more focused on something else than you do. That's why they have something. Maybe this is a man that you need to find a common point to work things out. Okay. Now I'm thinking this doesn't have to be like a man in your life. It can be maybe a man who needs to sign a paper, like someone working in a certain position that you need to convince to your beautiful new ideas that will be created in the future. Let's pull your god or goddess of assistance for this timeline. We have the Lord of Love, Sri Krishna. There you go. I wonder if the name Siri comes from there. Here is your mantra that you can take a screenshot and read it later. The meditation. O Krishna, ocean of compassion, O friend of the most fallen, Lord of the universe, lover of the goddess, O lover of Radha, I pay my obeisances to you. She or he will bring into your life sense of humor, universal love and charity, and what you put out is what you get back, and you will receive, and I feel like you will give back in return, success in loving relationship, carefree attitude toward life. Okay, we have a lot of bulls here too. So we have Taurus. Maybe some of you have Taurus in your life, and that can be showing up in the format of this Krishna here, embodying their energy. Let's see your further guidance. The one last thing you need to know for this timeline. We have the Spina sister. Take pride in yourself, guys, because you're doing amazing. You're an amazing human being. You're an amazing spirit, guided as a human being here in this world. Take pride in yourself, okay? You're doing amazing. All right, beautiful Scorpio. I would like to thank you for joining me today, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.